Welcome back, everyone. In the video today, I want to talk about side hustles, positives, negatives, what they have in common on both sides from the positives and the negatives. And then lastly, I want to talk about separately multiple streams of income because I think that's completely separate than having a side hustle. If you're new to the channel, the one thing I ask is that you leave a subscription and a like on this video so that more people just like you get to see these videos. The whole point of these videos is to put dollars in your pocket, so that's greatly appreciated. Now let's get into it. Obviously, every opportunity has both sides of the coin, so we'll start with both. The main thing on the positive and the negative side is the opportunity cost. Whether it's the cash that's coming in, so you're making more on a side hustle, like flipping shoes on the side, let's say, versus working on building your business. And as we go through the opportunity cost, we'll break down the positive and the negative. So on the positive side, with the opportunity cost, you might get more cash flow from having a side hustle than you are currently in your business. At the same time, on the negative side, that cash flow you might be losing cash flow by working on a side hustle, or you might be losing revenue or sales or investment opportunities by working on a side hustle and flipping things on the side on Facebook Marketplace versus just focusing on your business, both short and long term. Because short term, the cash flow is what matters, but long term, it's the revenue and the equity value of your business. Next, I have opportunities down because the opportunity cost, not on the revenue side, but if you're working on your side hustle and you're not focusing on your business, you're not selling in your business, you could be missing clients, you could be missing follow-up. The only thing I have on the negative side is that all of the focus that's going towards your side hustle should be spent on building your business. In the beginning, I totally get using a side hustle to create short-term cash flow. The coaching that I do, I highly recommend doing that because the cash flow matters at the end of the day in the short term to pay your bills. But most of it, as long as most debt that you can get, should be going back into the business to grow it long term. The last one on my list is kind of going to be like a out of sight, out of mind type deal, with the focus being not entirely on your business. You're potentially losing out on ideas, whether it's being at a networking event for the business because you were too busy doing your side hustle because you needed the cash flow, and the ideas at that event might have been the best benefit because, I learned something new here, I could totally use that towards my business, versus you might be making money short term with your side hustle, but long term it's hurting the value of your company equity wise and what you can sell it for in the future. So those would be the main things I would think about. This is completely separate of if you're in a current job, you have a salary, you have hourly wages, and you're thinking about doing something on the side. Disregard everything I said in that case because then a side hustle might be your business and you're just looking for new ideas to make some extra money and put some money in your pocket. I'm doing a study right now on how much you can make with DoorDash, Uber Eats. I have a buddy who's doing DoorDash, and he made I want to say $1,300 in a week, which you're not making six figures, but if you're already making six figures and you're doing like Uber on the side type deal, there's opportunities there. I want to say it came out to either $25 or $40 an hour, which is ridiculous for Ubering. So hopefully I'll be able to put that together for one of the next videos. And really, I think it'd be cool if I could show you all how to make $40 an hour, potentially anywhere from 25, 30, 40. With just having a car and not having to do a side hustle. And then it's just purely, are you lazy or not? And I guess I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent. I have a buddy who's got $1 million in assets for his business. His company, let's say, does $500,000 to $1 million plus a year, if not more, probably more. I'm probably underballing him, but I know he's got $1 million in PP&E as of 3 years ago, so probably more. I know he's been buying new companies. I know he's been buying real estate as well, so he's doing well, right? And I've seen him post videos of him Uber driving. So this leaves me with, why is a multi-millionaire willing to Uber drive? And I got another buddy who's a multi-millionaire who owns a gas station, has worked at his gas station before, like physically working. And he's definitely got more money than me, but he's probably got more money than every single one of his followers combined. But it's all work ethic, which is why they're successful, which is a whole separate thing. This has nothing to do with side hustles. But there's zero excuse other than lazy. It makes me feel, I think I work smart. I think I do what I need to do for my business. But when I see that, it shows me that there's no fucking excuse other than laziness to not be financially successful. Fear is still laziness. But back to the point, side hustles, this should give you extra opportunities, potentially based on these different factors that you want to lay when you decide if you're going to do it or not. Based on if you have a business or if you're working a job. These are some things hopefully you can weigh and think about. The last piece, side hustles, I do not count as multiple streams of income from the standpoint of you should, if you're a business owner regardless, have multiple streams of income. So that can be stock market, that can be real estate, that can be having an advisor that pays you cash flow, that can be owning separate businesses as a business owner and just doing consulting on that or providing services. So 100%, you should have other businesses that are cash flowing, whether it's a royalty or equity deal, whatever the case may be. I'm all for that. But taking too much focus off of your main business and putting it into a side hustle, depending on your situation, might be a good bet, might not. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you all in the next video. Oh, before we go, I completely almost forgot. If you haven't gotten your 14K plus in bonuses, if you're a business owner, it's about 14 grand. If you're not a business owner, let's say it's 1 to 4K. But if you're thinking about starting a business and you want like around $14,000, not including credit lines that you might have access to start a business, DM me on Instagram at TheJoshEldo. I'll be able to walk you through that.